Hello and good evening. I'm Mr. Gremlin coming to you live from Mr. Gremlin Studios. Tonight we have the rare honor of learning how to fix pictures using photopea. So here we go. Let's get started. In my other screen, I'm going to pull this onto this screen so you can see it. I have a picture on Schoology and I want you to copy this specific picture. Now I'm going to right click, copy the image. And then we're going to go to photopea and click on new. And now what photopea does is it automatically looks at what's in your clipboard and it adjusts the size right here. And I'm going to call this fix. We're going to click create and edit paste. And we're going to use a couple of tools to fix this picture. Now inside of this tool there are two kind of tools that do similar things. There's the healing brush, and then there is the clone stamp tool. And I believe the fill has a content aware option as well. Very cool. So there's actually going to be three ways. So for large areas, you might get away with using one of these quick selection tools. I'm going to use this select plus area, and I'm selecting this white area, and now I'm going to go to edit and fill, and we're going to use content aware. We're going to click OK. And so what this is going to do is it's going to run a program. This might take a while, and it's going to search the picture and try to find pixels that it thinks should fill in this area, and it does a really poor job. So you win some, you lose some. The other thing I would try, and the tool that I would use the most, is this healing brush tool. I'm going to zoom in on the area to show you how this works. So the healing brush tool, and don't use the spot healing, use the healing brush. It sets a target. So you hold Alt on the keyboard and you click and you get this crosshairs, and that's where it's going to copy from. Now when I move my mouse, you can see that portion of the picture coming with, and it's copying and pasting that part of the image where the plus sign is onto the area where I'm painting. And then after I release, it fixes the area, especially around the edges. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of all of these stray and awful marks. So all the little wrinkles, crinkles, and tears and stuff in this picture, discolorations, etc. Oh, there we go. And that is the healing brush tool. Now one of the tricky things about the healing brush tool is when I get up close to like the cheek here, there's that rip. If I let go, you'll see that little rip kind of bleeds into the area over here, and that's not good because I want a nice sharp edge right there. One thing I can try to do, and it sometimes works, is if I hold Alt and click right on the line and then bring this over, it'll actually copy the line and the other area. Now that's a problem there because it doesn't quite match. The other option available to me is to use this clone stamp tool. And this works in the same way. However, you're going to want to make sure the hardness of your brush is set to 0. And this is a good brush to use along the edges. So I hold Alt, and you'll notice that it doesn't fix it. Now that's kind of good and kind of bad, because it's really good because on edges like this it doesn't kind of bleed and make them all blurry, but it's also kind of bad because it doesn't fix it, and that fixing step is really kind of helpful. So clone stamp, this is the general rule. Use the clone stamp for your edges, and use your healing brush for pretty much everything else. And on the lips here, I'm going to click and hold Alt right on the lips and copy that area of the lip right there. That's kind of another tricky spot for people. And all this is doing, so I Alt click, it's copying from one part of the picture that's nice and painting in the place that you're clicking and dragging. Now here's a part of the neck. I'm going to see if I can do it. Click Alt click right on the line, and I bring it over. Oh, that works so well. I feel like I'm winning a prize when it works well for me. All right, and now there's many more problems with this picture, but as you can see, mostly what I'm using is the healing brush tool, followed up by the clone stamp tool, and you can even try to select an area and then do edit, fill, and content aware. And sometimes it will fill a large area, and that runs on like an AI program that figures out what it's supposed to fill it with. It does okay from time to time. All right, good luck designers, and I can't wait to see our amazing fixed pictures when they're all done.